Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams to all. So today is a very auspicious day. Today is the disappearance day of Veer Chandra Prabhu, who is the son of Nityananda Prabhu. So Maharaja is telling from the materialistic point of view, we can say his son, but it's for our understanding we call son. Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu married the daughters of Suryadas Circle, Jannava and Boshudha, and Veer Chandra Prabhu was born from Boshudha. Baladev is Guru Tattva. All the paraphernalia of Supreme Lord are all belongs to Baladev. Without Baladev Prabhu, without the Baladev Prabhu's mercy, one cannot reach Supreme Lord. So that's why the Baladev Prabhu is serving Supreme Lord in all the paraphernalia. So that's why we pay obeisances to the temple. We are not supposed to put our feet on the temple, because when we are on outside, when we are coming to the temple, we wash our feet when we go inside the temple. And not everybody can climb the temple. It's prohibited. So that's why these things, the temple, asan and all the other paraphernalia is Baladev, Tattva, the ontological aspect. So today is the appearance of Veer Chandra Prabhu. Yeah, so Veer Chandra Prabhu also established his own temple far from Ekachakra, called, and the deity is called there Bankarai. So Maharaj is telling, when I would go there with Krishna Prasad Prabhu, in earlier days it was very difficult to go at that place. So he is the Kwayambhush Swarup of Nityananda Prabhu, and today is the appearance of Veer Chandra Prabhu. So I pay my prostrated humble obeisances unto his lotus feet. If he desires, whatever dirt we have inside our heart, may he remove all those and gives us Krishna Bhakti. Also, we have one of the stalwart. Today is also the appearance day of another stalwart disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Nityalila Pravishta Param Pujyapat Parivrajak Tidandishwami Sri Srimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhardev Goswami Maharaj. Today is the divine appearance day of Bhakti Rakshak Sridhardev Goswami Maharaj. He was a Smarta Pandit, a Smarta scholar. So his birthplace is in Bardhaman. He was a great scholar. If in Bengali, if it's Sanskrit or if it's English, he will immediately compile or put his commentaries there. When Srila Gurudev left his body, we went to invite him for the Viraha Utsav. So me and Bhakti Prasad Ashram Maharaj, we both went there to invite Maharaj. And when he heard the news of Gurudev's passing away, he was surprised, because Madhav Maharaj and I were very good friends. I can never believe that Madhav Maharaj has left his body. I know he is still there. He said, no, I won't go. I still cannot feel his absence in my heart. I always feel his presence. So Maharaj is telling that when Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj would have any queries or anything, he would discuss with Sridhar Maharaj first. So now, when Sridhar Maharaj can't believe, he was surprised to hear the news of Gurudev's passing away. And Sridhar Maharaj would speak very clear things and in a very philosophical way. And his language are very difficult to understand. He would use such good languages for Harikatha. When he first came to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was a Smarta Brahmin. So now when Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj first came to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur told, saying Sridhar Maharaj that now as he is a Smarta Brahmin, he is not going to stay with us for a long time because he will know all our philosophy, will know everything what we are doing in the Gauriya Math. After knowing that, he will left the Math and going outside, he will preach bad things about us and he will try to take out the loopholes what we have. So like this, Prabhupada told this to Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj in his first meeting. And at the time of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, there were several journals Prabhupada would publish from Mayapur. There was daily newspaper, there was monthly magazine, there was fortnight magazine, there was weekly journals. So many journals would publish. The daily spiritual newspaper was Nadia Prakash. Every Saturday, every weekly journal was Gauriya. Fortnightly was Harmonist. Also in English. So Maharaj is telling that in Bengali, in Sanskrit, in English, in every language, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would publish various journals from Mayapur. So Maharaj is telling like the way the newspaper people distribute newspapers in the morning, like the Prabhupada disciples would distribute the works of the previous acharyas and the Harikathas written by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur like newspapers. So Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj was a perfect example for all this. He was very qualified. And Sridhar Maharaj was very qualified and his language was beautiful when he would write. So in Koler Danga, he constructed his temple there. Sridhar Maharaj, Ashram Maharaj and Nrsimhananda, they were all brahmacharis except Sridhar Maharaj. So first the three went to Koler Danga and they constructed the mat. And So when Ashram Maharaj went with Sridhar Maharaj and with Nrsimhananda Prabhu in Koler Danga, they were three of them together when they constructed the mat. That time Sridhar Maharaj was the sannyasi of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur already. But the other two, Ashram Maharaj and Nrsimhananda Prabhu, they were not sannyasis, they were brahmacharis. So today is also the appearance day of Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. Today is also another disappearance day of another disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that is Sakhi Charan Das Babaji Maharaj. So Maharaj is telling, maybe you have seen his Samadhi Mandir now in Mayapur in Yogapith. So according to the 64 limbs of devotion, the temple of Yogapith has been constructed with 64 tombs. In Haribhakti Vilas, it is written about the 64 different limbs of devotion. So 64 domes, small, big, has been constructed in Yogapith, if you look at the temple of Yogapith. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is written about the 9 limbs of devotion. And from the 9 limbs, Mahaprabhu said that spoke about 5 limbs of devotion. But in our Mat, Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Mat, you will see there are 9 domes of temple, which resembles the 9 limbs of devotion. So that temple you can never see anywhere else in the world. The temple of Yogapith in Mayapur, which has 64 domes. And Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj Samadhi is next, right when you enter the temple. It will be on your left hand side. So when that time I was staying in Rasbihari temple, that time we were not having the Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Mat in Calcutta. So that time we were having the rent house in Rasbihari Avenue. So that time I was staying there. So then one disciple of Jajavar Goswami Maharaj came and told me that you don't have to stay here. You come and be the pujari of Srivasangan and Advaita Bhavan. So that time he had to go from here, and Maharaja has to be the pujari of Srivasangan and Advaita Bhavan. So Maharaj is telling that he served several years, even when Param Gurudev was staying in Chaitanya Math. From that time till several years, he served as the pujari in Srivasangan and Advaita Bhavan. And also at the time of Nrisingha Chaturdasi, I would also go to Nrisingha Palli to cook for Nrisimhadev. So Maharaj is telling in Imli, Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj was having a family. So they were very rich, and his son was having a big shop. So what they would do at the time of the Bengali New Year, they would distribute much sweets and food to all the local people, and they would invite all the sannyasis from Gauriya Math, from also the brahmacharis. So Maharaj is saying that they would distribute sweets, puris, halwa, everything. So Maharaj is saying later years, when he went to Imlitala in Vrindavan at Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj's Math in Vrindavan, he was there for several days. And what happened, we don't know. After a few months, we saw that he took the Babaji Vesh and started staying there. So while he was staying in Vrindavan, he would just only have a stick and just a pot, and he would just beg to the door to door, and whatever he would get, he would eat that. And he would sleep on the side of the road in Vrindavan. And the son of Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj was very unhappy to hear that their father has taken Babaji Vesh and are living life in such austerity. So they desired to see their father and the grandson as well. So they all went to see Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj. So they came all to Gurudev, to Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, and told that my father has become like this, has taken Babaji Vesh, and we are so not happy to see our father, that he is begging in Vrindavan and living his life. Then Gurudev told that don't worry, this is the mercy of Srimati Radharani, that he has taken this Vesh and want to live his life like this, but you all people don't try to force him or don't try to take him from here, then it will be not good. Then the children said, okay, we will listen to you and we will not force him to come with us. So then So the children went to Sakicharan Das Babaji Maharaj and told that, see, there are so many temples here in Vrindavan. Why are you begging alms from people and living your life like this? Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj has his mat. Goswami Maharaj has his mat. Why didn't you go to the mat every day for your prasadam and just eat prasadam there? And Sakicharan Das Babaji Maharaj said, no, I won't go. Then the sons proposed him that where you would like to have a house. If you say, we will construct a house there, and staying in that house you can perform bhajan, and we will give you 3 people. One will cook for you, one will take care of you, and one will clean your clothes and wash your utensils. So like this, the children proposed to Sakicharan Das Babaji Maharaj, because Sakicharan Das Babaji Maharaj would come from a very wealthy family. He said, no, if I will have to live my life with servants and with wealth and have to stay in house, then why I have left my house and have come to Vrindavan? Then why I have taken this Babaji Vesh? I don't need any servants, nor I need any house. You all go back home and let me live my life the way I want. But you know, as children are very affection towards the father, they were not very happy because after that the children didn't even come to Vrindavan because their father told not to come. So after that the children of Sakicharan Das Babaji Maharaj never came back to Vrindavan before he left his body. When he left his body, after that he came. Several times Gurudev also told to Sakicharan Das Babaji Maharaj that he can stay in our mat. You don't have to give any money, but you can just stay in our mat. But Sakicharan Das Babaji Maharaj was very humble. He would say, no, I would not stay in your mat. Gurudev would also say that you can beg alms and you can eat like that, but at least you stay in our mat. Then he said, no, I don't want to stay in any room, any house, any temple. Then Gurudev again said that if you don't want to stay inside the room, then you can sleep on the balcony. But still Sakicharan Babaji was so stubborn that we were unable to convince him. So sometimes we would see him sleeping on the side of the road or a bank of the river. So Maharaj is telling, can you understand his level of devotion? He got so much attracted to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, to the gopis, that he left everything. He gave up everything. His eating, his staying in the mat, staying in the home. Only he would chant Harinam he would chant the whole day, and at the time of eating he would go to door and would beg, and whatever he would get he would only accept that. Can you understand his level of devotion? Such an exalted Vaishnava he was. He left everything. He belongs from such a he belongs to a very wealthy family, but he left everything behind and have come here just to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And what he would eat, you will be surprised if I will tell you. I have seen in Vrindavan, like the people, what after eating, what they would throw it on the road, he would take that and he would eat that. He would eat the remnants of the people there in Vrindavan. Such was his level of devotion. I can never even imagine of his level of devotion, because he belongs from such a wealthy family, but still he was never attracted to the wealth, to the house or anything. He left everything behind just for the service of Guru and Gauranga. He left his children, his grandson, and he would only wear a small cloth up to his knee and would roam around in Vrindavan. And he was the recipient of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's mercy. But Maharaj is telling how we become sadhu. Like if we are having some problem in house, we have fighting with parents, we come to the mart. When there is scarcity of food in the house, then we come to mart. When our families cannot give us proper food in the house due to poverty, we come to mart. Like this we have come to mart. But the Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj was an exalted Vaishnava. Also, he would belong from a very wealthy family. So why he would leave everything and have chose this life? Because in those days he was very wealthy person, but he left everything behind just for the service of the Supreme Lord. And he has constructed and he has helped in the construction of the Yogapith temple in Mayapur, and that temple can never be seen anywhere in the world except Mayapur, and the entire cost was bared by Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj. He was only having a stick and only a small pot for eating. He would sleep even with the dogs on the street. Even if you would see him, you will feel very sad. And he would not walk or do things very fast. He was slow. So today is the appearance day of another stalwart disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and his samadhi is there in Imlitala, and later just beside the temple of Yogapith in Mayapur, Pushpa Samadhi Mandir has been constructed for his memory, for the contribution he has, for his contribution for the temple, and the way he has given his life for the service of Sri Guru and Gauranga. Even he has constructed a 3-story building in Navadvip. Why he has constructed that house? There is a reason behind it. He has constructed a 3-story house in Navadvip and have named the building as Sadhu Nivas, because in earlier days the boat service would stop by 7 o'clock in the evening. Then whoever the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur are traveling from Calcutta or from anywhere else, they had to cross the Ganga. So if they would miss one boat, then it would be difficult for them. So whenever the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta or Saraswati Thakur would travel from Calcutta or from many other places as to Navadvip, they would stay one night in that Sadhu Nivas, and the next day they would come to Mayapur. And that Sadhu Nivas, the 3-story building, was constructed by Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj for the staying of those devotees of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Even he has given much donation to many temples for renovation, also in Govindaji temple in Vrindavan. So today is his disappearance day. On this particular day he has left his body. His name was Bhakti Vijay, given by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and later taking the Babaji Vesh, he was given the name Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj. He has served the Vaishnavas in many different ways by constructing buildings, constructing guest houses for the sadhus staying, for the renovations of the temple. So that's why he constructed a big house, 3-story house in Navadvip, for the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to stay there overnight, so that they don't have to cross the boat from Navadvip to Mayapur in the night. So when all the disciples they would travel, all would stay in Navadvip in that Sadhu Nivas for one day, and the next day they would come to Mayapur by crossing the Ganga. And in the later years, his wife would stay there, and he was an exalted Vaishnava. But he was a great renunciator, and also he was so rich, you will never be able to understand, because he was very humble, he has no ego. Even here in Calcutta, his family would have big salt factories, and they would sell salt in Calcutta. He would sell salt in Calcutta. Big salt factories were there. So on his auspicious disappearance day, there is another devotee named Amulya Charan. He was an engineer. He was also Bhaktisiddhanta, disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he has done all the drawings of the constructions of the temples of Mayapur. And whatever, if Maharaj is telling that when I would go to see him for his darshan, I would bring prasad from Holy Dham. He would never accept any prasad, he would just take the tulsi from there. Maharaj is telling that Sakhicharan Das Babaji Maharaj was such a great renunciator. If I would go to see him, sometimes I would bring some prasad from some temple. He would never accept that, he would just take the tulsi. He was such a wealthy person, but no ego, no false pride. Only has served his entire life to the Vaishnavas, Guru, Bhagavan, renovation of the temple. He would, if from any temple, if he would be invited for any prasad, he would never go there. He would beg alms and would live his life. So today, on the auspicious day of his disappearance, I pray for his causeless mercy, so that he may forgive all my offenses. Maharaj is telling that I was fortunate enough that I could serve him when I was young. That time I was young and I couldn't understand the value of such an exalted Vaishnava. But now today, at this age of 90, I can understand his value. What an exalted Vaishnava he was. Hari Bol. I think everyone was able to understand what Maharaj wanted to say. So now Maharaj will be speaking from Srimad Bhagavatam. I hope whatever till now Maharaj said, it's clear. I was able to translate it properly for your understanding. So now here in Srimad Bhagavatam it's written, who can get the mercy of Supreme Lord? So Maharaj is saying a person who has become a renunciator, a sannyasi, where he has controlled all his senses and is performing devotion, because he is already detached from the material life, from the material sense objects. Those who live their life, those who have no hankerings, only for them so they will be able to have darshan of Supreme Lord. Whether it's a one Tridandi sannyasi or a one Dandi sannyasi. So as I have told the other day, that on the top of our Tridanda there is a half circle thing. That is the thing which works as the cutter, which cuts the attachment of the materialistic world, material sense objects of this world. So it will destroy all your attachment with this material world, your material relationship your attachment towards the material sense objects. So it acts as the knife which cuts your attachment.
বিম্ব না থাকলে প্রতিবিম্ব হয় না। গাছটা বিম্ব আর তার ছায়াতে পড়ছে জলে, সেটা হলো প্রতিবিম্ব। আমাদের এই মায়ার মধ্যে আমাদের সমস্যায় নিয়ে আত্মীয় স্বজন বন্ধু বান্ধব ছেলে গিয়ে নিয়ে মজবুর, সেটা হলো প্রতিবিম্ব। এই বিম্বদের মধ্যে আমরা
So Maharaj is telling, if a tree is standing and the shadow of the tree is falling on the ground. So Maharaj is telling, we are like the shadow. We are so much immersed in the material sense enjoyment of this world. We are so happy with our families, children, friends, that we are so much immersed with them that we forget about everything. So this is the shadow. So this is Maya. So now with this half circle which is on the top of the tridanda, on the danda, that acts as a knife which cuts the attachment of your with the family, with friends, with relatives, with the material sense objects. All material connection with yours, it detaches. Only Supreme Lord Krishna can liberate you from the materialistic world, from this material world. All the other demigods and goddesses, they can bless you with money, wealth, children, house, property, everything. But Supreme Lord is the one who can only liberate you from this material world. Because all the other demigods and goddesses, they cannot bless you with liberation. Only Mukunda, the one who gives liberation, that is Supreme Lord Krishna, who is known as Mukunda, only he can give liberation. Only he can free you from this material world. But the Jnana Marga and the Karma Yoga Marga devotees, they are only hankering for liberation. They are always meditating on Supreme Lord to get these five kinds of liberation. Four kinds of liberation, sorry. But the devotees of the Lord, the Gaudiya Vaishnava devotees, they don't hanker for liberation, but rather they hanker for the service of the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. But these Karma Marga people, these Jnana Marga people, they are only serving Supreme Lord to get four kinds of liberation. Sarepa, Samaypa, Sashti, Shalaika, the four kinds of liberation. As the materialistic people of this world have no proper knowledge, even they say Bhagavan to Shiva, Brahma, Narad, Vyasdev, and even to sometimes to women also they call them as Supreme Lord. As due to their not proper knowledge of understanding, they think everybody is supreme. But the one who has 64 qualities, only he can be called Supreme Lord. But due to our level of understanding and our covered knowledge, we speak like this.
ব্রহ্মানন্দ আছে, ব্রহ্মানন্দ সুখটাকেও যে ভক্তি সুখানন্দ ব্রহ্মানন্দকে তুল্য মনে করে। মানে কথা কথা ভস্কর তুলায় সমুদ্র নদী কত আর বহু চিহ্ন কাদা নদী গরু পা চিহ্ন করে জল জমলে যা যতটুকু আর একটা সমুদ্র এই প্রকার তুলনা করা হয়। সেই
So Maharaj is telling the devotees they don't serve Supreme Lord for liberation. They only meditate or they only pray to Supreme Lord for the service of His lotus feet. So Maharaj is telling they think that when a cow, the impression of the cow's feet, how much water will be there, accumulated there, they compare the same water accumulated inside the ocean as same. They don't consider it to be superior. So they don't consider liberation to be more superior than getting the service of Krishna's lotus feet. Bhukti, we always pray to Supreme Lord that I want this, I want that, I want children, I want wealth. And if we are not getting that, then we are unhappy. Or either if you are not praying to Supreme Lord for this, then the other thing we pray to Supreme Lord for mukti, liberation. Like the Jnana Marga people, the yogis, they are doing severe austerity they are performing severe austerities to get mukti, liberation. So those who serve Supreme Lord with condition, their minds are always restless. But who are serving Supreme Lord unconditionally, they are devotees and they are very calm. They are not restless. The one who has given his mind, body, intelligence, everything unto the lotus feet of Supreme Lord, they are not restless. They are very calm. And they are very steady in their devotion because they think that without the service or without the lotus feet of Supreme Lord, they have no other way. They have this firm faith, and with this steady mentality, they keep inside their heart and perform devotion. So that's why the devotees are never restless. But the other people, the Jnana Marga, the Karma Marga, they're always restless. So that's why they even also sometimes they are getting troubled by Maya. And because they serve Supreme Lord unconditionally, they have no condition in their serving the devotees of the Lord. So those devotees who serve Him unconditionally, they always stay calm, and Supreme Lord is also happy with their service. Maharaj is telling that from sunrise to sunset we have so many big lists to give to Supreme Lord. We have no time to think about Supreme Lord, but we have time to think about that what things we require from Him. So Maharaj is giving example of calm and restless. So Maharaj is telling that Hiranyakshipu was very aggressive and very restless, where Prahlad was very calm. He would always depend on his Lord. So Maharaj is telling when a baby is in the womb of mother, on the 7th month, the baby prays to Supreme Lord that Prabhu, I have again come to this material world. Before that I have taken many other kinds of birth and I have committed many sins. So now, as I have understood the reality of life, so now once you bring me out from the womb of this mother, after my birth, I will of course serve you. So Maharaj is telling we pray like this when we are in the womb of a mother in 7 months, and then once we are out, once we put our feet on this earth, immediately we forget that and we start to claim ourselves that I am the Lord, I am the doer. So we forget what we have prayed to Supreme Lord when we were in the womb of mother. So Maharaj is saying the people of this world who are running after money and working from sunrise to sunset only for money to take care of family, for for food, for the well-being of the family, they have no time to remember or think about Supreme Lord, because they only have this thing in their mind that I have to earn money, I have to look after my wife, I have to look after my family, I have to keep them well. So they're engrossed in work, and they have no time to think about Supreme Lord. So those people are called foolish people, those who are unnecessarily wasting this human life, where they have not even 2 minutes of time to remember Supreme Lord. And they have no inclination towards Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So this mode of passion, mode of ignorance and mode of goodness are the qualities of Maya. And this mode of goodness, ignorance and passion, though created by Supreme Lord, but he is never touched by it. So Maharaj is giving example. Maharaj is saying that suppose if someone has not seen me, how will, if someone asks that how Turyasrami Maharaj look like, then you can say to that person, yes, Turyasrami Maharaj look like very thin, all of his teeth has fallen, his hairs are white, he is very old, skinny, and he walks very slow, and he has Chinese eyes. So when you give introduction of someone, when the person has not seen him, the person have this knowledge inside this heart, and with this knowledge he search for that person. So when he will come to the mat, he will exactly say all these things, and then he will reach me, because he will meet one person in the mat and will say that yes, Turyasrami Maharaj is like this, he has broken teeth, white hair, skinny, he looks skinny, he walks bently. When he will say like this, then one person in the mat who will be there, he will bring that person to me. So Maharaj is saying that sometimes we see people through our words. Sometimes we see people through words, what we hear from the other person. So when we hear the glories of Supreme Lord, the beauty of Supreme Lords from the sadhu, we are mesmerized. When a sadhu explains, when a pure devotee of the Lord explains the beauty of Supreme Lord, we are mesmerized, hearing then how beautiful he can be. Though we have not seen, but just hearing it from the mouth of a sadhu, we get surprised that how beautiful he is when we hear the glories of his beauty. Even Anantadev is unable to glorify him with his 1,000 mouth. Not even the Brahma who has emanated from him, who has taken birth from the navel of Supreme Lord. Even Supreme Lord can count each and every dust particle of this material world. Then how can you say that Brahma is the creator? If Brahma cannot understand the glories or the qualities of Supreme Lord, then how can you say that he is the creator? even though if he has four mouth. So there is no one in this world until and unless Supreme Lord empowered the person to know him, nobody will know him.
একটু বলে না হলে বাস লাল সন্তোষ খুলে গেছে সেটা হাত দিয়ে বেড়ে গেছে আর মুহূর্তের মধ্যে জানে কথা
So Supreme Lord is not material. When we fall sick, after 5 days when we come out from fever or any kind of stomach pain, we look very skinny, we look so sick. But for Supreme Lord has no material body. He has spiritual body. He has no material sickness. And and Supreme Lord has equal love for all his children. And he is not envious to anyone. And he sees everything equally, everyone equally. But those who are his devotees, those people who are envious to Supreme Lord's devotees, then he is angry on those people. Then he cannot take offense towards his devotees. If anybody is envious towards his devotees, he immediately kills the person. He immediately destroys the person. So Maharaj is giving example like a mother when an outside person comes and start beating your children, the mother gets immediately angry and she becomes aggressive. Then she will go to that outside person and will say something out of anger, that why you have touched my children, why you are beating my children without any reason. So same like that, the mother cannot tolerate that someone who is envious to his son or comes and start beating his son. So Supreme Lord is like this, that he can never see that a person who are averse to him are coming and disturbing his devotees or envious of his devotees or trying to cause any kind of harm towards his devotees. He never tolerates that. He immediately destroys that person. So you can say that Supreme Lord is, as he is the maintainer, he is taking care of everything of this world. What you will eat in your whole year, the elephant eats that in one day. So Supreme Lord is even providing food for that elephant. And there is not only one elephant in this world, there are like thousands and thousands of elephants, thousands of tigers, lions, deers. So Supreme Lord is providing food to all these people, to all these animals. Even also is providing food or water to the trees, creepers, grass, everyone. He is taking care of everything as a maintainer. There are fruits there are fruits hanging on the tree. There are fruits hanging in the tree, and those fruits are for the monkeys. Even the monkeys' foods are also provided by Supreme Lord. They are jumping from one tree to another and are taking the fruit and eating the fruits. So Supreme Lord is providing each and everything for each and every living being of this world. He don't do any distinction between good or bad. He thinks that everyone is his children and he provides food to everyone. But he never tolerates injustice towards his devotees. He never discriminates among anyone. He sees everything as equal. So Maharaja is saying the supreme light is like the illuminate sun. In the Vedas it is written that Supreme Lord is illuminate like the sun, and Maharaj is saying like the way we cannot see the sun through our naked eyes, we can only see the sunlight. So same like that we cannot see Supreme Lord with our material eyes. When we will have eyes anointed with love and devotion, then only our eyes will cross that light and will go towards him. Then we will see his actual form. Before that we cannot. Unless he will shower his mercy on him, we will not have that vision to see him. We are very lazy to perform any kind of work, but Supreme Lord is never lazy. Maharaj is telling mostly here it is written about the words from the Vedas. So Maharaj is telling here it is written what is Kshetra, land. What is land? Maharaj is saying here it has been written the body is referred to here as the land. The one who is doing harvesting in the land, he is called farmer. So Maharaj is telling that if you will put rice seeds, rice plant will only come there. You will, and who will be the owner of that all the rice, the owner of that land. So Maharaj is telling, so your body is land here. Whatever activities you will perform, you have to get the fruit of it, and nobody else is not going to bear the fruit of it. If you perform good activities, you will get good fruit of it, and if you perform bad activities, you will get bad activities. So according to your activities, you will get the fruit of it, and that will only be bear, and you will only be the owner of it. Nobody else will bear the fruit of it. So that's why this body is called land. So that's why we say this is my leg, this is my waist, this is my eyes, this is my hand. We always say I. So that's why in the Vedas it is written the body is referred to as land, because you know your own self better than anyone. Where you are having itching or where you are having pain, only you can know that. Nobody else knows that, because this is your body. So that's why the Jivatma are called Kshetragya. Means so your body and the body related activities or pain only you know. Your mind, your intelligence knows it. So we always say that I and I. But who is that I? The soul, Atma. And inside the soul, there is a very thin covering. And that covering is called subtle consciousness. That is mind, intelligence and ego. So this is the God's body, and the inside, the covering is called subtle body. But Supreme Lord knows all these Jivatma, and but there is no one who knows that Supreme Lord. So Gajaraj is telling that I pay my obeisances to that Supreme Lord who knows each and every Jivatma, who knows the land, which is referred to here as the body, the owner of each and every body. Supreme Lord knows that, but there is no one who knows him, Supreme Lord. So I pay my obeisances to that Supreme Lord, that may he rescue me from this danger. So Maharaj is giving example, like in the school, the principal knows that how many students are there in his school and how many children are there. The principal has all knowledge about all the students of his school. So same like that, Supreme Lord has all knowledge of how many jivas are in this world, but nobody knows him. So Supreme Lord is all knower. Maharaj is telling that you can deceive yourself, but you cannot deceive Supreme Lord. You can deceive your friends, your family members, but you cannot deceive Supreme Lord, because he is inside your heart, witnessing everything. So that's why don't try to cause harm to others. Don't try to do some bad activities which will grieve you, the fruit of that, which will be also bad as well. Always try to do good to others. And Supreme Lord is the cause of all the causes, but he has no cause. So Maharaj is saying that he knows everything, but no one knows him. So I pay my prostrated obeisances to that Supreme Lord. Like this, Gajendra is submitting his prayers. So Vancha Kalpataru Vaishya Kripa Sindhu. So Supreme Lord is our supreme maintainer. He is taking care of us in various ways. So Maharaj is stopping here now, and if anyone has any queries regarding today's Harikatha, or like anybody has not understood my translation, can write here in the comment panel, and we will discuss with Maharaj and will provide you with the proper answer. Thank you. Hari Bol.
হে গোবিন্দ, তোমার অদর্শনে আমার নিমেষকাল যুগবৎ বোধ হইতেছে। চক্ষু হইতে বর্ষার নাই জল পড়িতেছে, সমস্ত জগৎ শূন্য প্রায় বোধ হইতেছে। উদ্বেগে দিবস না যায়, ক্ষণ হইল যুগ সম, বর্ষার মেঘ প্রায় অশ্রু বর্ষে দুনয়ন। গোবিন্দ বিরহে শূন্য হইল ত্রিভুবন, ভূষণলে পড়ে যেন না যায় জীবন। গাইলে গাইলে
Shiva.